I'm here because I wanted to see justice done. Justice should prevail, and Troy Davis should not be executed. He deserves to live, and our justice system needs to be completely revamped so that you don't have to have money to buy justice.
Can you tell me why you're here today, specifically? Pull back.
Right.
Stop executing an innocent man. I mean, when you're going to murder someone, don't do it in the name of justice.
Well, I'm here to try to save the life of a man who is most likely innocent. As most people know by now, a lot of the witnesses have recanted their testimony, and this man's going to be put to death anyway, or he could be, unless we do something about it. So we're here to try to stop that.
We're normally here for the peace vigil, and of course this is overlapping the peace vigil and the vigil for Troy Davis. Troy Davis is of course the black man incorrectly convicted many years ago in Georgia of murder. Many of the people that testified against him have now come out and said that they were wrong and that he is innocent. Many of the jurors have recanted, and yet they're still going to execute him. So we're here to support Troy Davis, and always here to try to bring an end to the wars that this country has brought on the world.
I just don't believe that we can justify killing a person as justice for killing another. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I think the death penalty is barbaric myself. I cannot believe that in a civilized, democratic country like the United States that you still do this. Where I come from, we don't. So I'm really here hoping that Georgia is taking some notice of all the demonstrations and that we will get a reprieve for Troy Davis and hopefully a new trial. Why are you here today?
Because I feel there's a grave injustice being done, that Troy Davis has not been able to have the more recent information presented to a jury and a court, and we're hoping that he will be given clemency and change that death sentence to just life imprisonment. At that point then, the new evidence that shows he's not guilty of this murder, that he is innocent, as he's claimed all along, but that evidence can be presented then in a court of law, and as one of the supporting groups urging that to happen.
Look at that end.
They said, you know, if the verdict then gets overturned, that he didn't do it, he'd be alive to acknowledge that and be set free.
And why specifically are you here today?
Because of Troy Davis and the imminent taking of his life, and there's so many questions around it that it looks like a huge injustice. So to make that statement, here I am.
Tell me your name so I can get
Jan Ames.
Ames?
I just think the death penalty is wrong, basically because that's final, that's the end, and when more information comes up, there's no chance. But I also feel in Troy Davis's case, he's from the South and he's black, and I think that he would have had amnesty a long time ago if new evidence came and he was white. Well, my concern, of course, is for Troy Davis and other people in our country that because the economic reasons or the color of their skin, that they don't get fair trials, they don't get justice, and our system tends to punish more than try to forgive. But my feeling is what we're asking for now is the board to give Troy amnesty which would give him life imprisonment. That way, the new evidence could be brought up and hopefully he would have a new trial and then have a chance of getting out of jail. So.